Our project is on the gay family who lived in Dagenham. The family lived in the farmhouse nearby our school. Our main focus is on the brothers Cecil and Frederick Gay, who had different fates.
The Gay family were lucky, they only lost one son. Some of the families lost all their sons. You know, they had 3 or 4 sons, and some of the families who were remembered at Dagenham Parish Church, they lost everybody.
Our mission is to travel to Ypres and France to trace their footsteps.
The Homes Fit for Heroes obviously know about that now, having been to the exhibition.
We found Frederick's name on the list of honoured dead and we're hoping to find his grave in northern France.
Okay, so this is the roll of honour, and every church in the land will probably have a roll of honour commemorating the people who died during the 1418 war. So the Gay family were very well to do. They were landowners, and perhaps some of the people on that plaque actually worked for them on the land. But Frederick Gay would have been, well, you know, educated in a private school. So it's a long way from Dagenham to Ypres. It's going to take us 2 or 3 hours, maybe 3 hours to get there, going in a minibus on the Channel Tunnel and then on a pretty good road down through northern France into Belgium. Cecil's time it would have been a lot different. He'd have got a pony and trap down to Dagenham station and then a train to London, where they would have boarded trains to the coast. Hundreds and thousands of men, all packed into small carriages and then onto a troop ship.
L'application de sécurité étant effectuée après l'ouverture des portes de sortie. Le déchargement ne commencera que quelques minutes.
Thousands of men died at Ypres, and the poppies that grew afterwards are a reminder of those people who gave their lives. Cecil was an extremely lucky man to survive both the Somme and the Third Battle of Passchendaele.
Yeah.
Because the roads wouldn't have been that good, would they? Wouldn't have thought.
They would have had some...
It was a beautiful town with clean buildings and tourist attractions such as Flanders Fields Museum and the chocolate shop. Before the First World War, Ypres had become a target for the Germans and a place where soldiers would come and retreat for entertainment. Therefore, Cecil would have been amongst the soldiers. Ypres was left derelict and destroyed.
So this is a bronze relief map of the Menin Gate for people with visual impairments. Okay, so they can't see the gate, so they can feel it instead. And this is Braille, so they use a series of dots so they can feel the words. Overseas somewhere, isn't it? Black gold there it is on part of Jamaica, Barbados.
Dagenham was a really peaceful place. I didn't stop thinking about the unknown soldiers that had lost their lives.
We found Frederick's grave buried next to other pilots in one of the many small graveyards dotted around northern France and Belgium. The graveyard had an extension of a traditional French graveyard. The graveyard was very clean and most graves had flowers on them.
We've got to visit Frederick's grave, and seeing his grave made it all fulfilling, because we did go on a very long journey, and so to see that grave was like an achievement. It was kept very clean, and so it does tell me that they do value all the lives of the soldiers who died in the First World War.
Visiting Belgium after studying war poems in English made it all more realistic, and it was quite upsetting visiting the war memorial sites, and it makes you feel privileged and value life more, as most of the soldiers died very young.